Valentine's Day is so played out. Like, why waste money on stupid gifts that you should have been buying all year long? Why buy some roses that's just gonna die anyway? People don't even talk about Valentine's Day anymore. People don't even care if they get a gift or not. People are not even spending money on gifts. So what's the big deal about Valentine's Day? Like, who cares? Is what I heard someone say today. So I had to come on here and do a quick video because what are you talking about when I'm sitting up here with gifts? What do you mean? What do you mean it's played out when I'm sitting up here with gifts? No, Valentine's Day has not played out, okay? Yes, we still show love on Valentine's Day. Yes, we still go buy gifts. Yes, we still go buy roses that's gonna die. We don't care. It's the thought that counts, and we're gonna love those roses every day that they're living, okay? Yeah, let's talk about it. Because I heard someone say that why even waste time on Valentine's Day? Why do we even have this stupid holiday? I was like, really? I felt targeted because I like Valentine's Day. My family, we still celebrate Valentine's Day. So, I mean, I just feel like people who feel that way either don't have a Valentine, or they've never received a nice gift, or they don't even know how to buy a nice gift, or you just simply don't have any love in your heart. So you don't even know how to show affection in the first place. So that's a whole nother story for another day. So I'm like, really? Yes, we do still celebrate Valentine's Day. And it doesn't matter. Like, the gifts don't have to be breaking the bank. I know ladies, y'all probably just like me. You don't have a man with all this money that could spend thousands of dollars on gifts for you for Valentine's Day. Who cares? I don't. Who cares? The simple, cute gifts mean the most to me. Okay, and then you see the ones that do have the money, like this fool right here, what he did for Cardi B. You see how that turned out? Even if they do have the money to buy all these elaborate gifts for you and I'll spend all this money on you to make you feel special on Valentine's Day, it don't mean that they love you anymore. It doesn't. It just means that they spent a whole lot of money. It still don't mean that they're going to be committed. It still don't mean that they're going to act right. So what's the use? I would rather have my little simple, nice gifts that someone went out and thought of me and purchased it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And it don't even take a whole lot, y'all. You don't have to you don't have to go to the mall. You don't have to go to these expensive boutiques to get a gift because you want a person to feel like you feel that much about them that you would spend that amount of money. No. Baby, listen, or fellas, listen. All you got to do is go straight to Walmart. I just left there yesterday. Walmart got a huge selection of bears, candy, cakes, roses, flowers in the bag, flowers in the vase. I mean, anything you want, and it's all affordable. It's all affordable. You don't have to break the bank. And even the flower. Oh, I do want to tell the guys this. When you buy flowers in a bag, it makes a nicer gift if you take those flowers out of the bag and purchase a vase, put them in a vase, and then give it that way. Handing a woman some roses still in the bag, I don't know. It might just be me, but I feel like you slipping on the effort. I feel like you get an 80%, but that 20% would have given you 100 if you would have just purchased a vase and put it in a vase. It would be so much nicer. Now she thinks you got it from the florist shop because it's in a beautiful vase and it's got the flowers there fresh. So it's kind of like, I'm just saying. It's not a big deal because when I received them that way, I didn't complain. I didn't care. But I'm just thinking that sometimes guys may not know that little extra step means so much. that little extra step means so much. And women do notice that. So just a tip for the guys and girls, if you're giving flowers, just purchase a vase. And vases don't even cost that much. You can get a vase for like $6 at Walmart. A cute one. So I just had to throw that in. But yeah, they have everything in there that you need. The flowers are beautiful. They're fresh. There are a whole selection of candy, so you can come out of there spending maybe $30, probably $30 or less on gifts, candy, and maybe a teddy bear. But the big teddy bear is a little more expensive. But I'm just saying, don't not celebrate Valentine's Day because you don't get the holiday. Well, it's your choice, but I'm just saying, if you are in a relationship and your partner wants to celebrate Valentine's Day and you don't really care for it, I understand that too. But if you do want to do something, keep it cute and simple and call it a day. Keep it cute and simple. That's all. So when you ask the average person, why do we even celebrate Valentine's Day? Where did it even come from in the first place? I never knew this story until I was in college. We never learned anything in middle school or elementary school about Valentine's Day because all we did was just exchange cards and gifts and had a little Valentine's Day party. But I don't recall my teachers ever talking about the meaning of Valentine's Day and what it stands for and all of that. But it's all about a saint named Valentine, okay? So Valentine's Day is named after Saint Valentine, who was a priest in ancient Rome, okay? According to legend, this is what they say, okay? The emperor at the time, his name was Emperor Claudius. He banned marriages. He did not want anyone getting married because he felt like young men would make better soldiers. So if all these young men marry off, they're not going to want to be a soldier because their wife probably not going to want them to be a soldier. But back then they needed young men to be soldiers. So he banned marriages. This was the emperor. Okay. But Saint Valentine secretly performed weddings anyway. He was like, no, these people want to get married and I'm going to marry them. But he did it privately. Okay. But when they found out about it, Saint Valentine was arrested and executed on February 14th. Okay. So before his death, he supposedly sent a letter signed "From Your Valentine." So just a little bit of history right there, okay? So the letter was signed "From Your Valentine." His name is Saint Valentine. He signed a letter "From Your Valentine," okay? So over time, the church blended the saint story with this tradition, turning it into a day associated with love and relationships, okay? Poets, even poets, right? Poets began to link February 14th with romance, helping turn the day into one about courtship, affection, and devotion. Okay? People started exchanging handwritten notes and tokens of love. Okay? So then as time went on, it became commercialized. Okay? Then you start seeing the products out there. Okay? You start seeing it on greeting cards, the chocolates, box of chocolates, the flowers, jewelry, big date nights, and also wedding proposals. You see a lot of people get proposed to on Valentine's Day. Okay? How sweet is that? Actually, I just saw someone get proposed to on Valentine's Day after she had done something. She had gone out of space or so. I don't know. She did something, but it happened yesterday. And when she got back, when she landed back on, her husband or her boyfriend at the time proposed to her. So proposals happen all the time on Valentine's Day. So the bottom line is we celebrate Valentine's Day to honor love, affection, connection, and a long history of romance mixed with legend and tradition. Okay? Nowadays, it's less about Saint Valentine and his whole story, but more about taking a moment to say, you matter to me. That's all it is. Okay? They had banned marriages back in the day. Saint Valentine said, no, I still want to do marriages. So he secretly was doing marriages. He got caught. They executed him on February 14th. He signed a letter before he died. Your Valentine, or what did it say? From your Valentine. So that day and what happened with that letter it turned into a tradition, and people started showing love and buying hearts and showing affection on that day to now what we call Valentine's Day. So I just wanted to share that and do a quick video on Valentine's Day, y'all. Have a great Valentine's Day. And then I'm not doing much. I do have my gifts. I do have my gifts here though. I do have my gifts. Let me show you. I do have my gifts here. So y'all enjoy, okay? Yes, you can still buy gifts on Valentine's Day, okay? Enjoy. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye.